good? My anime faithful. It's good, So I have been very, very interested in where things were gonna go in this anime, and to think that it's going very, very strangely quickly is surprising to me because not only did we just get to see one of these characters straight up go into a position where his head and the friendship of someone else came to a head, right? Like a friendship comes to a head and a head gets lost and then found. But not only all that stuff, we really get to see what types of like powers are out there. This fox girl that ends up taking the head of our main character while he is, of course, off guard and always just chilling because I guess being immortal comes with its perk of just not really caring. Especially if all it takes is maybe even less, well, your head, I guess, for just him. I wanted to pick a character on this game that I know for sure if his head was gone, he would be able to live. But seeing how this woman already broke my chest, you can't tell that I'm Cell. And Cell definitely has came back from more than even his head being chopped off. He's come back from his whole body being like self-destructing. Okay, and he had just a literal cell left and came back from it. So, or like a blood vessel, stuff like that. Um, so if we do get to that level for our character, that's gonna be some scary, nutty battling for someone to be capable of descending, like destroying him to such a degree. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure fire could do that. Like if he got hit by fire and just let it burn him until he was nothing to ash. I don't know if he could regenerate from that, right? So that's the type of stuff that I'm ultimately interested in now after this episode because they showcased how adorable he is and how that could easily change the line of battle. But regardless, I like what they're doing with the show overall because, like I said, it's unpredictable. Um, I did not expect them to straight up send, or this main guy to send this kid in here straight up. Well, he said he was going to come in if he was needed, but straight up waits it out because he doesn't think he's needed. And then when they finally come out, he's acts like he's kind of surprised that that all happened and calls her. But he's not really surprised, is he? Because he winds up giving our character something completely different, so it would shapeshift and be exactly what she didn't expect it to be. So, if you put it that way, he had a really good idea this was going to happen, or something along those lines. So, to know that someone like her is capable of supposedly making more life stones or trying to mass create them to not coexist with humans because of the thirst or something along those lines that they just can't control, and maybe it's the one thing that humans and the monsters alike get the okay to be like, yeah, you can take him out. His thirst is too strong. He's gonna end up hurting someone, and it's probably not gonna look good on the humans that could start to go on hunts for them if they're not already, right? So that's the type of stuff I'm really interested in seeing is just how is stuff like going in the world when it comes down to these monsters because as we just saw the people who needed help when the bugs were attacking that family were really happy to see them be there, so it's not like they're scared of them necessarily or anything along those lines. It's just they aren't human. They aren't, they're equivalent to those bugs that were attacking. They're kind of monstrous. So definitely a weird way of showcasing um, just how everything's going on between them and the humans with, them being like, just kill those people and they're because they're already gone. And our characters knowing that that isn't the case and that we just gotta do one thing and they all might be able to survive. So that all being said, everybody, let me know what you're thinking about this show. It's really dark, in my opinion, seeing how they're just letting this kid get killed off at practically any given time, and him not having any type of like fear in the world is definitely scarier for us, the audience, than him, because he's just going in here blind, not really caring, and ends up losing his head, and it's nothing to him. So that's the type of freaky stuff that this show is really good at. Just doing nonchalantly, right? Like when it happened, it was like nothing to them. So that's the type of stuff that really has me the most curious is when stuff starts getting serious, what is that going to look like, right? Like, what is that really going to be doing in the background of this show compared to what we're seeing now, where he's capable of losing his head, and as long as he has his head and it gets out of that box, he can regenerate. So, all that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. Peace.